Hey guys, I was just sitting here meditating on y'all's energy, and Spirit was showing me a tall, dark energy that he looked like he was walking away from you, collective. He was heart set on moving forward. He was dead set on holding a grudge. Now something stopped him in his tracks. He feels like he's being buried alive in his own life. Feeling like he needs to dig himself out of a hole he put himself in. And he feels like he might be suffocating. You were the sunshine that helped him in so many ways, and now he feels like he's suffocating. A fish out of water, maybe. He can't get his footing, and it's like he's clawing up out of this dark hole, and the dirt's so loose around him that he just can't. Something seriously wrong is happening. His mind might be switching. He may want to come towards the light. His mind over heart was what happened, but now his heart makes him feel like he's suffocating without you. Comes back around to a fish without water, flopping almost lifeless on the ground, just doing everything they can to conserve whatever little bit of oxygen they have left in hopes that the water comes back. Something sort of happened. That pulled him back down. He was coming up, feeling good about himself for about 2.5 seconds. And then something happened. And it's like the world, the earth came out from underneath him and sunk him into a very deep hole that he can't seem to get out of. He's just deep enough to where he can still see the light. He can still see the surface of the earth, but he's so far below it that he can't reach up high enough to pull himself out. And he feels like there's dirt coming down around him, almost like he's being buried alive. I don't know what this is. We're going to check it out. Holy Spirit, please come down with your angels and my ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides to help continue to allow me to channel this energy that's surrounding our collective. Please continue to allow me to channel clear, honest, and precise messages for our collective, and keep me, my family, and all of those I love, and my collective, and all those that they love, safe from any darkness, evil, spell work, evil eyes, and anything that may be trying to keep us from the divine white light. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. It's just like a really bad fucking movie of being buried alive is what I'm looking at. Let's see what's going on. I just got back from the gym. I had a great workout, and I have no idea what the fuck this is. I didn't even light an incense. This image of this man in this hole. It's like he almost got his life together. He was on a path to doing everything that he thought he needed to do for himself to get his mojo back. And now it got ripped out from underneath him. Once again, I'm being told, for the 10th time, it feels like. This time seems way more permanent, though. What's the zodiac energy, Spirit? Venus, Libra, and Taurus. One more, please, Spirit. One more, Holy Spirit. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and then we have Aries. On the bottom, we have the Sun, Leo. Like I was saying, this person thinks of you as the sun to them. Someone from the past that can't get a grip. Thought he did. But in reality, it was only a temporary... It was like a Band-Aid. They may have had some bad intentions about you, collective, and they didn't realize how protected you are, and how, I just see, tenacious you are. You don't let something hold you back for too long. He says he was starting to eat right. Maybe go for walks and exercise. Get out into the sunshine. Thinking about talking to someone new. Possibly getting a little bit of his swag back from being maybe a hermit crab for so fucking long. But somehow, some way, his energy got shut down hard. I mean hard. His energy got pushed away. You just pushed his energy away. You're like, okay, I gave you the time I thought you were going to need to get your head right. Pull your head out of your ass. And think about what you did. You may have been giving him energy without realizing it, just by thinking about him, which gave him enough power to fix what he needed to fix, just enough to make himself feel good for about 5 seconds. And now he's in a very deep depression and he doesn't know what to do. Confirmation. Sick to his stomach. Can't think. He may not want to eat, but he's just eating because it's what he knows to do when he needs comfort. He feels like he takes one step forward just to be knocked back 100 steps backwards. And this time it landed him in a very dark hole. And he, like I said, I feel like he's reaching up, but the dirt and the earth is so soft. Think about, like, if you garden, you know, you open up a fresh bag of potting soil and you put it in, you don't water it, it's just nice and fluffy. That's the kind of earth he's trying to dig himself out of. And it just is crumbling down around him and he can't get his footing. He can't get a grip. He can't get none of it. He's scared and it's forcing him to reflect on something. Now, I'm going to be using the tarot mostly in this reading. I am still not efficient like I would like to be, so please excuse me if I have to refer to the book. I'm going to do this as intuitively as I can. Sometimes I get caught up with these cards. Please forgive me. I'm only human. I'm still learning. And it's been a very long time since I've sat and actually did this many readings back to back, so... But the energy is pulling me and it's showing me this man and he looks very scared. He can't think about his family. He can't think about anybody. but the collective. He's kicking himself. Yeah. His world is upside down. He felt, like I said, he felt like he was on top of the world for about 5 minutes. And it got pulled out from behind, underneath him. Okay. I'm going to read this how it says because I like the way it explains it. Choices have been made and actions have been taken. And initial responses show early indication of success, but the story isn't over yet. Yeah, like I said, he literally felt like he was on top of the world for about 5 seconds. But the story's not over. There's another part to this. There's energy on both sides of the yin and the yang here. If he's holding the feminine energy and his divine feminine or the divine counterpart is holding the masculine energy, you got to remember, whoever it is on the other side of this coin is a very tenacious person that will not let anything hold them back. Not exhaustion, not stress, not anxiety, not depression. They're spiritually protected and they are being watched over because they have something. I'm being shown the divine inheritance that is owed to them for many life cycles. And no low vibrational energy is going to shut them down or stop them from doing what it is that they're supposed to do. Now it's time to wait and see what happens. Like the figure in the card, are you waiting? You are waiting for your ship to come. Will it be laden with treasures, or will the contents fall short of your expectations? Make use of this time by doing what you can to help things along and plan for your next step. If you were just thinking you were on top of the world and you got your swag back, you felt like, you know, you're in separation from the feminine energy, because I'm seeing a man. So the female of this, you know, you pushed her away, you got away from her, you feel like everything's back to the way you want it to be. And then one wrong move, and the next step is right down in that hole, and you're in a deep depression full of anxiety and not knowing what to do with yourself. Make use of this time. You should have. Right now, you're being put in that dark hole to sit there and reflect on the things that you should or should not be doing. You know? Don't let your emotions control you. Don't let your emotions control you. If you can overcome, I mean, we have water here. There's all of the elements are here. We got Gemini and Libra. We got all the water. We got fire. Okay. If you are cursing this person, masculine, whoever this masculine energy is, if you are cursing the female counterpart to your twin flame situation here, you're cursing her. Think long and hard before you do that. Because what you say, what you do, and what you think, if you're a manifester, which I feel like you might be, and I'm getting the tingles when I say that, so I'm going to take that as confirmation that yes, you are a manifester. You are manifesting for this for yourself. Saying, I fucking, look, you can't bring me down. Fuck you, fuck this, I did this, I walked away, and now I'm all big bad and this and that and this and that. Sir? If this doesn't teach you to keep your mouth shut and learn how to think politely about people and talk nice and act right, act like a gentleman instead of an ass and being childish, I don't know what will show you. So this, you had to get knocked down a size, really knocked down a size this time to really be shown who's boss, and that's the Most High. Okay? You were destined for something. And if you choose to walk away from your destiny because you'd much rather be a player and you much rather, you know, have clout and status and be looking good with some false ass, fake ass sea witches, hey bro, do what you do. But you're going to continue to stay in this hole and it's going to sink you deeper and deeper into this darkness. And you know what? No, we don't want that for you. And I don't want that for nobody, bro, like at all. At this point, you made your bed. Now you have to wait and see how you're going to have to lay in it. Big time. Whoever this masculine is. Okay? You have to fight through it. You have to fight it. You know, it takes a lot to get out of depression, believe me. I am so grateful for my awakening because it saved my ass from my depression. And when you have to fight through that much darkness and rage and emotion and passion and all of that, I mean, you got Aries right here. That's the god of war. That kind of passion can be scary. And if you have that anywhere where you're anywhere, like, check your Mars sign. Check your Mars sign. Because if you got that there, oh Lord, you're fighting all that on top of being emotional in any sense. Check your moon sign. Check where you might have any kind of water and see what the placement is. See? That I'm a player, I'm a pimp, you know, kind of energy right there. Thinking about money and clout, like I said, having the prettiest girl on your arm, trying to make somebody jealous, think you were going to go up on the TikTok or the Instagram and start posting pictures of you and some freaking Jessica Rabbit type girl, thinking that you're going to make somebody jealous, you know, getting on the treadmill a handful of times, thinking that you're going to boss up like that, thinking you're hashtag Mr. Abs, when in reality, you're just being foolish. Trying to make somebody jealous that already walked away from you, perhaps, probably put you to rest, put that relationship to rest, laid it to rest, released it, and has been done with it. You trying to play somebody like that? Why do you think you got knocked down on your ass? Because you're coming towards somebody that may very well be extraordinarily protected by ancestors and loved ones and the Most High that love and adore this person with everything that she is. Why do you think your whole world is upside down and that wheel of fortune turned against you, but big time? You were playing with too much manipulation. Was the grass greener on the other side? Or was the person that was caring for you and making you laugh and taking care of you, that sunshine that you're sitting here dying for right now, while you're sitting there looking up from this hole trying to figure out where you went wrong? This is the happiest card in the deck. That person was the happiest person in your life. And you threw it away. You cast it aside for what? Jessica Rabbit? Having unrealistic expectations of what life has to offer for you? What are you, pimp daddy? Like, you got mucho dinero? Like, what is it about you that makes you think you're better than everybody? And I really see this masculine is very much like this dark cloaked figure. Can't keep his head up to save his life. All he wants to do is look at his shoes because he's down and out. So many cups been spilled, blood's been shed, emotions have been spilled, tears have been shed. Emotional heartache. Now he's got this long, scary fucking path to, you know, that he's going to have to make a decision to cross. And there's gray clouds a brewing. It's like a storm, a hurricane a brewing. That tidal wave of emotion that I've always, you know, talked about. And that person that is your sunshine, we have Leo out here 2 times, okay? That person that made you feel special. The person that brought you sunshine and light, the person that wanted to rub your feet after a long day's work and make sure you had dinner and soft cuddles and kisses and sitting on your lap and making you feel like a king, that person you decided wasn't good enough for you for whatever grudge you were holding, and now you thought you were going to make this person jealous to try to prove a point or something. It's that grudge that you were holding that knocked your ass back down to size. While this person gets the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, you get it in the reverse. You could have had a Queen of Cups that would have loved you with everything that they had. But instead you played manipulative games, couldn't make up your fucking mind. So you let the sunshine in your life walk away from you. money, spending frivolously when you should have been holding on to it. I want to see exactly what the book says about this one. I'm practicing, guys. Yeah, wasting resources, just like I said. I got to stop doubting myself. Frivolously spending, wasting resources, trying to get Jessica Rabbit. Unrealistic expectations of what reality really is. Playing games, choosing the wrong ones, choosing the wrong type of lifestyle is what got you where you are right now. Why you feel like you're losing and you can't get a grip. You felt big for once in a very long time, 10, 20 years, however long it's been. You felt big. Finally, the energy is saying, I finally felt big. And now I feel lower than dirt. And I can see that. That's the energy I was picking up on in the very beginning. It's almost heartbreaking. See, when karma comes back in these vicious cycles, people get what they get because what they put out is what they get, and then they get it back 10 fucking fold, man. There's Chariot on the bottom, possibly a Cancer. Knight of Cups underneath that. There's a divine blessing heading towards the one that's put the work in, not the one that's holding a grudge, not the one that's, having unrealistic expectations, none of that. This divine blessing, this divine inheritance that I've been talking about is coming to someone very quickly that put the work in. The damn devil. Capricorn energy underneath the Eight of Cups. The one that was on the spiritual journey, not the one that's in the devil energy, man. Not the one that's in the devil energy. Oh, God. Okay, here's a question. What habits or behaviors am I allowing to control me? What benefit do I think I'm going to get from these habits or behaviors? What did you think was going to come from this? You think you were going to become a multimillionaire, getting online with Jessica Rabbit, having her on your arm and thinking that, you were going to become famous because she looks good? You think you were going to get famous? How? You thought that your money was going to grow. You thought you were going to get a promotion at work, or you were going to get a better job or start a creative endeavor, and nothing took off. Everything just fell apart. Was Spirit trying to awaken you? I'm being told yes, very much so. It was blocked. Now he needs to unblock it. You should have been taking this time that you were coming up to rest and relax, but you weren't. You were not resting. You were not resting. You know, I'm curious as to why. Is it because of the fact that you haven't felt this good about yourself in probably a decade or two? That you were just like, finally I feel like myself, or I feel like the self that I wanted to be all this time, and so on and so forth. And you just let your good sense go right out the fucking door. That is very childish, and that's, I'm being shown a normal characteristic trait for this particular masculine. You get what you want, you get so overexcited that you act childish because you don't know how to handle your fucking emotions. You became obsessed with the idea of that divine body of whoever this Jessica Rabbit is, and now you don't have no Jessica Rabbit. Got played for a fucking fool. Very foolish mistake choosing this one. And now what? Now what? Now you're in this hole sitting here trying to figure out how to get out, and how to get out quickly, because you can't handle it. You don't know what to do with yourself. Don't turn to black magic. Do not turn to magic. It's going to be worse if you do. And if you did turn to black magic or any kind of magic, you are going to reap the karma, because remember, there is the threefold law. And if somebody is returning all of the darkness that you're sending to them because you were fucking with black magic, you got the devil out here and the magician. If you were fucking with black magic and you were cursing somebody's name or spitting nonsense towards them, well, you're getting it back tenfold. If somebody's doing any kind of return to sender kind of anything, because they put the fucking work in and they want to reap the benefits of it, and they don't want to have to sit here and feel like their energy is being pulled, and they're strong enough to pull it fucking back and then some. And if they're calling their energy back from every time, place, and person that's ever taken it from them that didn't fucking deserve it, you best believe you're going to find yourself on your ass. So be very mindful about what you do and how you do it. Yep, there's that frivolousness and that this comes down to how you treated that female. You gave her bare bottom of the barrel kind of energy, because this talks, it could be money, of course, there's the coins, but I'm looking at this not only financially, but emotionally as well. You were dry, you were cold-hearted, you may have lied, you may have, fought tooth and nail to keep your emotions from getting anywhere with this person while they bent over backwards to prove their love for you. And then you did what? Pulled your energy back, gave them the bottom of the barrel, tried to manipulate and lie to them, acting childish and stubborn and just a little bit stupid. Yeah, this is why. They're going to reap the benefits and have a happy life. You're going to end up with all of this because you were in too much devil energy, messing with shit you don't fucking understand. It's the Eight of Wands in reverse. I don't know that. We also have the Ten of Wands in the reverse as well on the bottom. I'd much rather take my time and give you the right messages, because I do not want to screw this one up. Oh yeah, that's chaos right there. I should have known that. Chaos and delay. Yep. You were distracted by some good punani. You got distracted by a pretty face. You let a pretty face come in and fuck up your entire life. Because you couldn't keep it in your fucking pants. You couldn't keep your shit together. You couldn't. And this is why you're not winning anymore. And it's sad. But this is what karma does. It's sad, but this is what karma does. could have had it all. You should have learned the lessons you were meant to learn. There's Taurus energy out here now. Capricorn, Taurus, and Cancer. Leo. Yep, this was your twin. But now you got the Four of Wands in reverse. That happily ever after ain't fucking happening now. And Spirit is saying that is the truth. There were lessons that were meant to be learned. Have you learned them yet? Or are you still stuck in this childish, devilish energy? Are you ready to fucking come out the hole, come out the darkness, and actually rise up towards the sun like these sunflowers opening up and blossoming and blooming and becoming the fucking person you were meant to be? Or are you still stuck in this grudge that you're holding against this person? Because if you haven't learned from the lessons in which Spirit's trying to show you, then I don't know if you're even going to be able to learn in this lifetime, my friend, whoever this is for. Should have taken the opportunity on that spiritual journey. Should have been praying and meditating and thanking Spirit and worshiping Spirit for all that he does. And like I like to sing, thank you for all that you do. Yes, is what you should have been saying to the Most High. So you could have been celebrating the wins that you were starting to see, the happiness that you were starting to feel in your life. But instead, you decided to look a gift horse in the mouth, and now you're suffering the consequences of it. That's why you're not living in this Ten of Cups in the upright. That shit's in reverse. You are not having you're not having your happily ever after like you were destined to have. You chose the wrong one. You played too many games. It's nobody's fault but your own. And now you're crying over money. You spent frivolously. We saw that. Now it's justice being served. Shit needs to get into balance. Truth needs to be told. Things need to come out of this darkness and needs to be shut. You need to have the light shine right in your damn eyes so that darkness has no other way to go but away from you. Yeah. Stubbornness. That's for fucking sure. I definitely feel some damn stubbornness. Stubbornness and more fucking stubbornness. That's why justice is being served. That's why the one that didn't put the work in, that one is the one that's going to have to sit here in that hole and figure out a way to get out. No matter how much they cry, no matter how much work no matter how much they pray, until they start actually putting in the effort and starts tending the land of their life, they're not going to have anything to there's not going to be any rewards to reap. There's just going to be heartache and pain and suffering, and they're just going to stand there looking at what they want, possibly stalking you, collective, or whoever their feminine is. If you are this freaking masculine collective, please don't be this masculine. Let this be the energy that you had to cast away, please. Because that would really fucking suck. Okay? Now what's going to happen is this masculine's just going to sit there staring at what his heart's desire is, knowing that he fucked it up so bad that he can't get it back. What else, Spirit? All for some good punani and a tight body. You know what? Look. Hands off the cards. I got something to say about this. You know, as a woman, there's a piece of artwork. Where's my notebook? I don't have my briefcase in here, but we were looking at a piece of art. Actually, I have the book right here. I want to talk to you about something. It was one of the last pieces we looked at. Called The 3 Stages of Women's Life and Death. What freaking chapter are we in? There we go. because this is going to explain to you what I'm about to say. Right here. Do you see that picture right there? Right here on this page. Okay, this is called, I'm gonna get it better here. It's by Hans Balding Green. 3 Ages of Woman and Death. Do you see this? How beautiful she looks, and then at her feet is the child, her at her best, to her left there, or to the left there is her at her oldest age, and then behind her, kind of lingering over her, is death. Now listen. I had to show you because it speaks volumes. Go look at that piece of art, okay? Everybody, men included, we have our peaks, our primes, usually between the time that we're 20, we'll say 25 to about 55, 60, you know? Things are, you know, there's new products out online, there's plastic surgery, there's Botox, there's all of that. You know, we can keep ourselves young for as long as possible. And if you keep it tight, you go to the gym, you eat right, all of these things, you can prolong the inevitable. But we all start to fade. I got gray hair. I got more gray hair than I ever thought was possible at 37. Okay? I don't color my hair anymore. I don't wear makeup because I want to keep my skin as healthy and clean as possible. The thing is I'm aging. We all do. Even if you're built out of plastic and you go under the knife every 5 minutes, eventually you're not going to look like a human being. You're going to look like fucking a plastic doll. And a lot of the times it doesn't look very good. It starts to show. And when people start looking more and more plastic, it's like at that point you could just go get a robot, a doll, like a sex doll, and just have that if you want perfection. Because no human being, no matter how many times they go under the knife, is going to be that perfect forever. And is that person, is there any depth to them, or are they just shallow? Are they intelligent? Are they worldly? Is there any depth, or are they just shallow? Are they going to be there with you when you're sick and in the hospital, holding your hand while you can't eat and you're vomiting from having to go through? If this is your story, may God be with you, and hopefully you can get through it. But if anybody's on chemo or cancer, are they going to be there to hold your hand, or are they too worried about what the fucking TikTok's got to say, or the gram? Do they have enough depth and soul and spirit to stand by you at your worst, so they can reap the benefits of being there by you while you're at your best? Do they really truly deserve it, or are you more worried about looking good? This is why Spirit took it the fuck away from you. Because you didn't deserve what he was trying to give you. You proved to him that you were more worried about worldly possessions and devil energy and malicious behavior than having your true heart's desire. Your sunshine, your 10 of cups, your twin. You played fucking games, bro. Whoever this is. Now you're crying about it. Praying and a hoping and a wishing Spirit will give you one last chance. The thing is you're going to have to fucking dig. You're going to have to dig deep. You're going to have to find some iron stakes to climb out of this fucking hole you dug yourself in. You're going to have to put the work in. And the thing is if you're mirroring your twin, somebody that has the tenacity of of Hercules, that's not going to let anything fucking weigh them down, not even the weight of the world pull them down and bring them into darkness, there's not fucking thing one you or the devil's going to do to take this person out. They're too spiritually protected. Too spiritually protected. They are the fucking sun. No matter what their sign is, they are as strong and as light, and they got strength on the bottom, strength in reverse. You tried to possibly pull the strength away from them and take it for yourself. And now you have no strength to carry on. This was your twin. This was your twin. This was your happily ever after. You were supposed to give and take with this person, exchange gifts of love, understanding, possibly exchange, whatever manifesting skills that y'all have that you were supposed to share with each other. This was supposed to be that person. past life soulmate that now is turning into a karmic situation because it needed to teach you lessons instead of to not play fucking games. To not play, whoops. Sorry, it's just my paperwork for my honors classes. And a bunch of old cards. Yeah. Oh, it's the hurtful criticism that really jumps out. It's the hurtful criticism. You saw her as Miss Simpleton next door neighbor. Oh, sorry, my back itches. Girl next door, kind of plain Jane. You may have seen some pictures that kind of opened your eyes and blew your mind about her. But it's like what you see in those photos and what she is in real life is very different. And you want her to look like those photos all the time. And the thing is let me tell you something. It's from somebody who used to model and somebody that was a dancer and did all of the things, you know, that has been on both sides of the spectrum doing all kinds of shit. Us women get the choice to choose when we pull out our hotness. Okay? We get to choose when we want to. It's not for no, and if you're doing it for a man, that's your choice. However, you don't have to if you don't want to. If you're doing it just to keep a man and you're not doing it to make yourself happy, it's going to become forced and you're not going to like yourself anymore. You're going to end up getting to a point where you're going to want to throw all the fucking makeup, all the bras, all the corsets, all that stuff that you were doing specifically for them. You're going to want to toss it away and you're going to want to go free. Maybe not shave your legs for a fucking year, not shave your armpits and wear whatever grungy clothes you want to wear and keep your hair in a messy bun and not wear a fucking lick of makeup because you don't want to have to force yourself to do this sort of thing for a man. But if they're doing it for themselves and you get to reap the rewards of it, hey, God bless you. But we get the choice. In 2022, we get the choice to choose when we do these sorts of things, and we should not be forced by our men to do it because you know what? Men don't deserve that kind of control over a woman, no matter what they do, to force us to do things we don't necessarily want to do. Going under the knife and getting plastic surgery and dyeing our hair colors that they want us to color, or cutting our hair in a certain way to make them happy. Fuck that, man. If I listened to a man, I wouldn't have no damn hair. I'd have shit up to here and no. If I listened to men, I wouldn't be wearing no shorts. I'd be wearing long skirts to the floor, so I would cover everything up because it's for them. No. It's not about that no more. This isn't the 17th century, the 15th century, none of that shit. We're not playing those fucking games no more. We need to get out of these old outdated ways of thinking that a woman's specifically for a man's entertainment, and no. If you want that kind of shit, go to a strip club, get your fix, and then go home and stay fucking single. Because if you want somebody passionate, the Queen of Wands, you want somebody that's powerful and driven and focused, well, then you need to fucking open your eyes. Because this person's complete wish fulfillment, not somebody that's going to feed into your freaking delusions. Your unrealistic expectations of whatever waifu, whatever the fuck it's called. None of that. You want that she's a fucking empress. She is a fucking empress, and she deserves better than this shit. She doesn't deserve no knight. She deserves her emperor. Okay? And we have the emperor in tarot represents Aries. So if you got this any fucking where, you better harness the power of Aries and quit being a page. We got knights and pages. We got one king, but he's in the fucking reverse because you can't seem to get your head out your behind here. Whoever the hell this masculine is. And I'm sorry that you're in a dark depression and it sucks because believe me, I get it. You did it to yourself. You did this to yourself, playing games. You should have been in hermit mode. You should have taken this opportunity when you were coming up and having this time to be up on your freaking, at the peak of your freaking fortune here. You should have taken that time to listen and pray and thank your spirit guides and thank the angels and your ancestors for helping you through this. Instead, you decided to come out of hermit's mode and go celebrate prematurely. There's the temperance in reverse. You may be a fallen angel. There's Sagittarius out here now too. You had choices. You didn't weigh them out properly. There was shit that was hidden in the dark. There's the Emperor in reverse. There you are in the reverse because you made poor choices. You were childish and you couldn't get your thoughts. You couldn't get your head right. You couldn't get your head right and now you're in the reverse. You did not follow your ancestors when they were trying to guide you. And now you feel like you've been stabbed in the back by karma. You have. You have. You may be a fallen angel. If you choose to do anything crazy and not think before you act, and you don't put the work in, you will end up falling, and it's not okay. This is not okay. Your Empress is in the upright, you are in the reverse. She's shining the pure white light of God, and you are just surrounded by darkness. I'm going to have to put a trigger warning on this reading. You made the wrong choice, my friend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the one to have to tell you this. You made the wrong choice. And now it's time for you to find your way up, to find some kind of balance. You got to get the scales. You got to balance out the scales here. And if that means coming towards your person and facing them face to face and coming clean about it all and talking it out and asking for forgiveness, even just to see their face one more time and apologize, and finally get your head out your butt, it may save you from a fate worse than death, man. King of Wands in reverse. I don't know. Normally a Queen of Wands in reverse is like a little homewrecker, a little hoochie. This one's a wannabe pimp fucking daddy. You were a wannabe pimp fucking daddy, bro. You lost your Emperor status. You stepped down from Emperor to King. You lost your King status, and now you're in Page and fucking Knight energy. Complete childishness. Spirit was trying to give you a leg up, and you screwed it up. Trying to balance out the scales, the star. We got Aquarius. On the bottom, 10 of Swords. You may have been to this person, to your feminine, to your Empress, you could have sparkled in her eye like a star, shining brighter than any star out there. To her. She wanted to pour all of her emotion into you. But I feel like you stabbed her in the fucking back. My ears are ringing, both of them. Too much devil energy. You could have... That song by Rolling in the Deep by Adele is really singing heavy in my head. You could have had it all, rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your hand, but you played it with the beat. Yeah. Yep. You played it, her heart, to the beat of your own fucking drum, and now you mess with a divine person that is spiritually protected by the Most High, and now you're reaping the rewards of it. Well, in this case, not rewards. Sometimes things are worth protecting. And in this case, I feel like you chose what you wanted to protect, and that was your own way of thinking, old, outdated ways of thinking, and protecting a grudge that you held on this person for whatever reason it was, whatever heartbreak or childishness that you had happen. But you did it to a high priestess walking hand in hand with the Most High on the bottom, and now you imprisoned yourself. You imprisoned yourself because you couldn't make a decision, and now you imprisoned yourself. You couldn't make a decision. Now the towers have fallen, and you got no cups of love. None. Possibly from family, friends, lovers, nobody. And now you're in this dark hole by yourself, and you don't know what to do. You're upside fucking down, and the world is coming down around you. It's time for divine guidance. Can I wrap this up? All right. And you're going to have a lot to think about. Whoever this is going to have a lot to think about. I'm a little scared for this person, man. Find a routine and stick to it. I'm being told it possibly could have started about 2 weeks ago. Started feeling less and less motivated. They lost their motivation. They felt something shift possibly a few months ago. And then they slowly started losing their mojo. But something happened and they really fell hard within the last couple of weeks. Time's fluid, take it how it is, but just, this is what I'm picking up on. I'm going to have to cleanse these cards. All right, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. All right, Spirit. Spiritual journey. Somebody is getting crowned as possibly a false twin. You can move mountains if only you believe, but instead you chose to believe your mind's lies. The dark energy that manipulated you to believe lies, lies, and even more lies. You could have even been saying lies, lies, and even more lies to that Empress. Instead of getting on this spiritual journey and moving mountains with this person and overcoming unimaginable odds. You're about to see this person finally get the true love that they were destined for, that should have come from you. Excuse me. This person, I feel like this is you, collective. I feel like you are the one that are truly worthy of true love. And whoever this masculine energy is, whoever it is, the one that's put the work in, the one that decided to take the spiritual journey, the one that decided to make the change and do all of that and move all of the mountains that were in their way. Yeah, you are truly worthy of true love. Not lies and manipulation. We got a nomad, a wild and free one, a biker living on the wild side, a bad boy. On their way to becoming a first generation millionaire. While this masculine, whoever it is that's being buried alive in a hole of their own freaking doing, is riding a tidal wave of emotions, holding on to grudges that they should have let go of right along with the past, because their entire present is passing them by. The world is finally getting to see you for all that you are. I feel like that's you, the one that took the spiritual journey, the one that's moving mountains, the one that is truly worthy of true love. The best thing you ever did for me was walking away. Masculine, that's the best thing you ever did for this Empress. Allowed them to free themselves and put you in a lot, and just, I see putting you somewhere and locking the key and throwing away the key or burying the key and just being done with it. Just being done with it because you were manipulating. You were being childish. You were hostile and holding a grudge, and you were looking for trouble. You were trying to break somebody's heart. You were trying to break a spiritual being's heart. Somebody that, like I keep saying, that is spiritually protected and destined for greatness. You fucked around with the wrong one, man. Spirit and their ancestors, this Empress's ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides, the angels in the Most High are not going to let you do that. They're not going to let you sit there playing games with somebody, hiding your true feelings for what you feel, letting your mind to overpower your heart, hiding your true feelings for this person, manipulating and going and trying to seek social acceptance with unrealistic expectations. We got the West. Whatever. Maybe somebody needs to come out West. You know, go hit up a freaking dispensary, get some weed, go get on the bike if you ride, and go to the beach and just fucking get a hammock and lay out on the sand or some shit. I don't know. Somebody needs to just dip their toes in the sand. What is this? You were mine and you took your love away for no reason. That makes no sense to me. Well, it makes sense now. Is because now they were too busy holding on to a grudge from the past or whatever's. They let their present pass them by. They were in this master manipulator situation energy, lying and being, you know, being hostile and looking for trouble. The reason was never meant for you to understand, whoever you are. Whoever the Empress is in this situation. The reason why you were never meant to understand it's because you needed to do the work. In this life cycle, you were the one that was meant to do the work. The best, and I really believe that you see now that the best thing that this person ever did for you was walk away. Because look where you are now. You're headed towards something that could be as extravagant as this. Okay? You have the greatest gift of all, being a spiritual being. That's better than any dollar bill. Because you have a relationship with the Most High that is unpenetrable. You are spiritually protected from evil eyes, spell casting, evil witches, sea witches, any sea witch interference you are protected from, as long as you keep your relationship solid with spirit. And not worrying about social acceptors, seeking social acceptance people. Liars and manipulators. You don't need to worry about none of that, because spirit got you. The angels got you. No matter how lonely you are, you know all you got to do is look to the sky and say, Spirit, I need you, and the warmth of the Holy Spirit surrounds you. Ask Spirit for what you want, and almost instantly you'll have it. By guidance and direction, or divine blessings that are literally handed to you as gifts. Yeah, your twin flame's a childish person. I've been saying this the whole damn time. Your twin flame is a childish person. And they're reaping karma for what they did. They fucked around with the wrong one. And if we saw the temperance in reverse, and if one of you is a fallen angel, the other one's an ascending angel. Somebody that's done the work. Yep. Your twin flame is a childish person. Think about the shit that they did. Think about how they treated you. Giving you the bottom of the barrel. Throwing, you know, their little Jessica Rabbit little plaything in your fucking face probably more times than you care to count. Did you just let that shit roll off your shoulders because you didn't want it to be true? Well, now they're about to see you get your own bag, boo, and see you come up in the world, because like I said, like we saw, what was it, the Five of Cups? That I said this person's just going to be standing there on one side of the freaking water while you're in your castle and your tower being the princess and, the Empress that you are, getting your own bag. Oh, they're going to see you coming up in the world, and they're going to fucking kick themselves even more. And it sucks, man. They were meant to be there on your arm, you know, going through all this with you. And the thing is if they finally get their head out of their butt and come towards you, you know, it's going to be too fucking late. Because the words that I keep hearing is, where the fuck were you when I was putting in the blood, sweat, and tears to get here? Where were you when I was going through anxiety trying to freaking get my shit in a pile? Busting my ass, blood, sweat, and tears to fucking get here. Where the fuck were you? You were off manipulating and lying and seeking social acceptance with fucking Jessica Rabbit over here being fucking childish. Forgiveness and move on. I just see somebody just be gone. Anything else, Spirit? Oh, shit. Shady character. Yep, he was fucking hella shady. All right, let's see. I'm going to read it like this. Can this really be true love? Self-employed. Well, somebody's endeavors are going to bring them successes. This masculine may have been questioning this from the moment they met you, Empress. Fighting it at certain points. Now they're questioning it even harder, and their heart's broken. Their higher self is literally freaking enraged. And their mind is still playing fucking games. Look, you should have stepped out of your comfort zone. Okay? Because if you would have stepped out of your comfort zone, you wouldn't be so depressed and anxious. You wouldn't be in such a low vibrational energy. Okay? You wouldn't have. If you were open-minded to the possibilities and you were sitting down and knowing God, you would have had those blessings. But instead, you decided to be a major schmuck, possibly using a tantric connection you had with the Empress to try to better yourself and try to bring her down and let her be the one that falls. And the thing is this energy is too tenacious to be able to be, you can't. Too fucking stubborn, too fucking powerful of a person. And that person's going to eventually say to you, I thank God and myself for these blessings. I never needed you to get here. Because if I did, you'd be here. I'd have come crawling back no matter what, being the codependent person you may have expected them to be. Okay? The thing is no matter how much you think you emotionally damage this person, it's not going to stop them from getting that bag and getting ready to be in the next tax bracket as a millionaire. Okay? Love is an action, not something you can buy. And this person may have had 2 pennies to rub together the last time that you saw them, the last time you interacted with them, and they still would have given you the shirt off their back. They would have still cooked you a 7-course meal. They still would have rubbed your back and rubbed your neck and rubbed your feet and all of these things and pampered you and made you feel like the emperor that you were meant to be. Now you had those actions. Now this person's about to have that money, and they're not going to need it with whoever it is that spirit deems worthy to be in their life. They're not going to have to buy their love like they may have felt like they needed to do with you, because of the fact that you were so stuck in this grudge, holding this grudge, doing whatever it was that you were doing to them. Now they see, their eyes are opened, that they don't need to buy somebody's love, that all they have to do is be compassionate, nurturing, and loving, and supportive, and they will get exactly what they deserve. There's no emotional damage there. You didn't damage them emotionally like you think you did. Because if they were emotionally damaged, you'd still be on the top of that Wheel of Fortune. If they're the ones that were in depression and anxiety, you would be the one on the top of that freaking Wheel of Fortune, not them. You'd be the one on their way to a freaking divine inheritance. Because you would have done the right thing. But unfortunately, you didn't do the right thing. Fortunately for the Empress, you didn't do the right thing, because they're the ones coming up. They're the ones that caught their freaking spiritual journey. They're catching their dreams, and they're about to soar. They're going to finish everything that they started, and they're going to do it the best that they can. Becoming self-employed. Working with big names, important people, being recognized for their hard work, being known around their community for being a do-gooder. Getting involved with people that matter. And not just walking around thinking they're big and bad with this big dick energy, with this fucking ego that needs to be shut down. Thinking that the only thing that's important in life is having a pretty somebody on their arm with, you know, walking around in freaking high-class designers, right, driving pimped out cars when they have no fucking substance to themselves, no freaking intellect at all, and they're just shady characters acting fucking childish, lying and manipulating. Yep. This person's catching their dreams, like I said. I can't make this up. I can't. There's no reason. Where were you when I was working my butt off to get where I am now? What have I been saying? Y'all see how many cards are left in this deck. Hella fucking shady. There's west, north, all different kinds of fucking directions. Somebody's due north. Somebody needs to start considering a change of scenery, the ultimate betrayal, move it before the opportunity's gone. Somebody is, okay. Move it before the opportunity is gone. If you know this person's still at the last place that you knew of them to be at, you better, and you waking up and you making yourself aware of what the situation is, you better move your ass. Okay. The thing is if you're afraid that this person can't trust you and that you've betrayed them too much and it's keeping you back, well, that's on you. Remember the consequences of your actions. If you don't want to clear your karma, if you don't want to, you know, get your shit right before it's too late, well, that's up to you. Because this person's dedicated and driven, like I have been saying from the very beginning. And they're not going to sit there and wait for you. They're obviously not doing it. They're going and catching their dreams and trying to get their own bag, man. They're of a sacred bloodline. They're a lover, not a fighter. They're not going to sit there swinging on you. They're not going to do any of that stuff. They wouldn't be a divine feminine if they were. They wouldn't be an empress if they were. They are of a sacred bloodline. They are a spiritual person on a spiritual journey going and fighting for their dreams. They're not fighting for a fucking lover. Okay? Any final messages out of here, Spirit? We wanted peace, but you brought this war. Comanche by in this moment. This person wanted peace. They're a lover, not a fighter. They wanted peace. They didn't want a war with you. And the thing is you, all this shit that you've been putting them through energetically brought a fucking holy war to their doorstep. And guess what? This empress slayed the fucking devil. I think it was Mystic Beauty that said this. What did she say? That's kind of clicking. Her voice is in my head saying, whoever this person is now has the devil showing respect because of how powerful they are. This fucking empress, good for you. Good for you, empress. Good for you. This freaking empress, they slayed them fucking demons, bro. Good for you, my friend. While you were off being a player when you should have been a homebody doing your work, doing your shadow work, you decided to become an incubus or a succubus, whoever the fuck you are. Yep, you were playing. There's a token of love. Because what she's doing now is tearing me apart. Love yourself first because your body is the temple of a divine soul. Yep. Empress, are you the homebody that's loving on yourself and taking care of yourself and doing what you're supposed to do? Well, if you are, guess good for you, because your other half is doing the polar opposite, beating themselves up, maybe drinking or eating themselves to death. I don't know, but there's a token of love somewhere. I'm being told. Who has the token of love? Empress. has the token of love. She was given it before the separation. It was physically handed to her. Something to always remember me by. Keep it close. It'll keep you safe. Something like that. Does she still have it? On the nose big time. It's just put away under lock and key and left to just stay there. Too many memories. It brings up too many memories. Whatever it is. It could be as simple as a lighter, a t-shirt, keychain, or something somebody really put some love and effort into. The thing is, whatever that love, token of love is what kept that tantric connection alive. And once that thing was put away and put away somewhere where it's 111 on the timer here. Once somebody, 111, okay? Once this token, whatever it was folded up, wrapped up, and put away, and it's being left to stay there for as long as it needs to be there, Spirit will let this person know if and when it becomes time for it to come out of wherever it is. See, there's another energy that's kind of in the background, kind of trying to come through, lingering. Somebody looking at something. Is this me? Where do I fit in? I'm being shown twin flame journey. Something doesn't make sense. Now, hear me now. My readings are for general energy readings. This energy I'm picking up on was screaming at me. Okay? There's somebody in a very dark place. If this is not your story, it's not your story. If this doesn't make sense to you, there's a reason. If you have anything to do with this situation, thinking you're meant to be part of a twin flame journey, in this particular case, you're not. If you have something to do with this Empress, and there's some kind of tantric tie there, I'm being told no tantric tie. That was broken a long time ago due to a separation between y'all. That's a whole other story. I'm not there. That's not what we're talking about. But I feel like there's another energy that's trying to come through saying, what about me? What about me? This has nothing to do with you. This has to do with a true twin flame situation. Somebody that was supposed to be destined to be a twin that turned into being a false twin. So a fallen, this masculine is falling from grace. I don't know. It's very confusing. False twin, twin flame journey. There's two men, but the one that I'm seeing very strongly is somebody that gave something to the Empress. And because she casted it away, left it to just be done and over with, finally released the past, released the ex, it's putting this masculine in a very dark place energetically. Now, whoever this other person coming in is, might be a knight in shining armor that's on his own journey due to a situation because of this twin flame journey, if that makes sense. Somebody that's being awakened by that separation from the Empress as well, to wake them up, to get them on the path that they need to get on in order to become, I don't know, hashtag Mr. Abs, hashtag Mr. Spiritual Journey, hashtag whatever it is. And if there's some kind of token of love that you have, whether you gave it to her or she gave it to you, whatever, that there is your I don't know, guide to get to her, a compass of some sort to get to her and be what you need it to be to give you the leg up in the right direction to get your mind clear and right and ready to come clean about whatever it is that you need to come clean about compassion and understanding and empathy and emotional damage and all sorts of other things. So whatever this is, you may be a soulmate that's being awakened because a twin flame journey didn't go the way that, you know, it was supposed to. Or it went exactly the way Spirit wanted it to go for people to learn the lessons that they needed to learn. Those that wanted to be childish and foolish, those are the ones that ended up getting, you know, the swift kick in the ass with the boot from Spirit. And the other ones that are, you know, may have been emotionally damaged and, you know, confused and I don't know, whatever that is, are being awakened with the possibility of getting a chance to be with an empress or be a part of an empress's life that actually can be beneficial to all parties. Because I feel like this empress, is she going to help this, the one over here? There's a possibility of her going towards this masculine to help him one way or another. Because she knows she may be intuitive AF. She may have some kind of something about her that knows that there's something seriously wrong going on. There's that be gone before somebody drops a house on you. He's afraid that that's what she's going to say to him. East. I love you. I can love you like that, bad and bougie. You're a perfect pair. I'm gonna switch over decks here now. I want to see what's this. Is the last chance. Okay, for the soulmate to awaken. One of y'all, whoever it is, whoever this is. We got east, we got west, we got north. Okay, you're a perfect pair. You have one last chance to love this empress the way that they're supposed to. Y'all want to be bad and bougie. Y'all gonna have to, somebody's gonna have to get on that spiritual path to get on the bad and bougie side of this, you know, with this empress. You want to be bad and bougie with the empress, you better get your shit in a pile. If you want a chance, you better get your shit in a pile, okay? The thing is like I said before, you're not gonna come, this person is this divine feminine is a once in a lifetime connection. Okay, they are shielded by divine armor. There is no way that after this person goes, catches their dreams, catches that bag, does all these things, become whatever status that they're going to have, there's nobody coming back with their hand out looking for a handout. No. And there's no way that you're going to try to, you know, manipulate this person. This person's a peacekeeper and a high priestess walking hand in hand with the Spirit, the Most High. Okay? There is no shady characters allowed. This person's on a spiritual journey. This person's severely protected. Okay? Severely. Don't mess with a high priestess walking hand in hand with the Most High. That has spirit guides and angels and ancestors walking around, keeping their eyes on them. Okay? Protecting them from any ill intent, nasties. Please, just understand. There's the south, north, south, east, and west. I don't know. Somebody needs to start paying attention to direction. Oh, go in a new direction maybe? Pregnancy trap. Mother, father. I don't know. Be mindful of pregnancy traps. I don't fucking know, bro. Somebody needs to choose a new direction. Try something. What the hell? Don't be a people pleaser. Choose a new direction. Choose a new path. Don't worry about it. If you got babies with somebody and your family's trying to keep you from, you know, making changes, think for yourself. Think for yourself. Do it for yourself. Don't worry about what other people have to say. Now, I'm going to close this out with some affirmations. I'm gonna go get me some food. I didn't get my post-workout meal and I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make me some Nums. angels today? What's the closing messages? The joyful, the truthful, the joyful and the truthful, yeah. I speak truth and expect everyone I care about to do so also. The joyful, I know that the purpose of life is to be happy and live purposefully. The friend, I am my own best friend and magnetize other loving friendships. This is the energy of the Empress. This is for you, Empress, whoever you may be, okay? Be the truthful, be the joyful, be the friend. Lead by example, okay? Speak truth. Now, even if you have to be blunt about it and be very direct, it's okay, okay? The joyful. The purpose of this life is happiness. Money comes, money goes. You can make money. Money can easily be made. Okay? You may have to hustle, but nothing that's worth anything is going to be free. Period. The friend, I am my own best friend. If you love yourself and you're there for yourself, I mean, there are going to be people good souls that are going to be attracted to you. Make sure you continue to use your discernment in all things and prepare yourself. I'm telling you, you may very well. I feel like this energy, this main energy that started out, climbing his way out this hole, he may come to you and ask for forgiveness. Please forgive him, okay? The seeker, I seek new friends and experiences to expand my awareness. That's very true. This person needs to take a new direction, and if they come to you asking for friendship, asking for you to guide them, asking for you to lead them in the right direction, whoever it may be that soulmate that came in at the end, somebody that you may know from a distance or something that you have some kind of connection with, they may come to you after being awakened and having that light bulb moment. I don't know if it's Mr. #abs or whatever. Whoever it is a soulmate that's destined to be in your life one way or another, and they are seeking a new direction in life to get away from old outdated ways of thinking, and they want something new and a little bit more free, maybe a little bit more liberal from their conservative way of living, and they're tired and they're ready for a friend. And this is the time that they may come in. Just keep an eye, use just discernment in all things. Okay? Anything further, Spirit, please, because I'm exhausted. This exhausted me. The Tamer and the Angel. You are an angel. You're an ascending angel. Okay? The Tamer. I believe my cause to be just without anger at those who disagree. Okay? Be open-minded. I really feel that you already are. I see the Temperance Angel with their arms out, shining light, beautiful light behind them. You have opened arms to love everybody that comes towards you with the light of God, purity, and unjudgmentalness, unconditional love. There's no conditions to this person's love, okay? The Angel, I have faith in my ability to help myself and others. This person will, whoever the Empress is, will be there to help, as long as the people who come towards her comes correct, okay? 1, 2, 3 on the timer. Everything is going exactly how the divine planned for it to go. So whoever this Emperor in reverse is, whoever this wannabe pimp daddy is that put himself in a hole that he can't get himself out of, you, sir, please do the work. Please do the work. Stop seeking social acceptance. Stop living in unrealistic expectations of life. Please, before it's too late and you end up in a situation that you can't get out of, please. I beg of you. Okay? Alright, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides for helping me through this reading. I love and appreciate you all. I closed this reading. Where the hell did I put that card? Alright, that's all I got for you guys tonight. An hour and 23 minutes and 45 seconds. Ugh. Yeah, everything really is going the way it's supposed to, guys. Alright, I'm going to post this. I'll see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.